Yes, we're trying something new. We're going to try and go, hey, there's live on YouTube. Let's see if we can get that lined up right there. I've never done a live on YouTube before, so well, this works. I'm not even sure if it can. Doesn't look like our stream is.
4 minutes until showtime.
Hang tight, everybody. I got about 5 more minutes before it starts. I just wanted to get everybody tagged and wasn't sure how long it was going to take. Last time I tagged people, it took like 5 to 6 minutes. So
America will start in 4 minutes.
America will start in 4 minutes. As everybody knows, my buddy Ryan, do stuff.
Do stuff.
He's here to do stuff.
We're going to do stuff together. All of us. We're going to work together to get this done.
Do me a favor and at 6 o'clock, share this out so everybody knows we're on. Those of you who don't want to watch the video, you guys can call in. The number is 1-845-241-9930, and you can listen to the show on there. That actually helps our ratings a little bit. If people listen to the radio show rather than watch the video, that helps a ton. We have a lot of other guests and hosts on
3 minutes until showtime.
a lot of other hosts on the Prepper Podcast Network. So please check them out. I posted up a link to all those shows earlier tonight or earlier today. So definitely check it out. What's going on, Christina? How you doing? What's happening, Alan? Hang tight. I got about 3 more minutes before the show starts. I wanted to get everybody tagged and so they get alerted. Do me a favor, share this out. We're gonna go over how we need to start. How we think we need to start scheduling rallies and stuff like that. What's going on, Samantha? How you doing? Martha, looks like we got some people starting to watch.
Let's take
We got 15 people.
Yeah, we got some people in
17
there.
people.
17.
The numbers are climbing.
Yeah,
19 people.
Those are rookie numbers. We got to bump that
Nah.
numbers.
It'll take some time. What's going on, Crystal?
2 minutes until showtime.
My good friend Crystal has been busting her ass up in Reading for the fires up there. So way to go. Keep that up, Crystal.
God
What's going
bless
on,
the
Oz?
people up there.
Hey, Char. How you doing? I appreciate it, Char. Thank you very much. Oz, you're not late, buddy. It's not quite 6 o'clock. I wanted to start this a little early so everybody could get on. Nice. Carlos, I see Carlos is on. Crystal's on. Sorry, I'm not bringing anybody else on the videos, guys. We're almost at 30. Let's see if we can get it to 60. If we get people on here, share it around the groups. It'd be nice to see us in the 50s and 60s. What's going on, Carlos?
How about
Dean
100?
Wheeler's watching. I'd love 100, but
All right.
I have yet to hit 100 on here because Facebook limits our reach.
Really?
Yep.
Can't get 100?
Never get 100.
1 minute until showtime.
We got 1 minute to go, guys, and then I'll start covering what we need to cover. Again, I started a little early so that everybody was tagged before the video started. Well, we're in the 40s.
We're in the 40s?
Yeah,
Hey, wait.
We were.
Here. They can see the back of the shirt. What are they? How's that?
Just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right.
There you go. Merca.
That should be our slogan. I'm also on YouTube. If it's easier for you to watch YouTube, go check out my channel, Sherman Tank on YouTube. We're going to go live on there. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but we're live on there. Say hi, Ryan.
Hi. We're here. We're live. we're doing stuff.
So, all right, we're about to go live here in just a second. We're about on the radio show. Let's see if we can't get the viewership up to 60, 70 people.
Let's do this.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Here we
4,
go.
3, 2, 1.
Intro.
Love Talk Radio.
Intro.
The truth is out there. Knowledge is power. This is the Prepper Podcast Radio Network.
All right, this is Sherman Tank coming at you again on another Monday night from the Eagle's Nest.
Do stuff here.
My buddy Do Stuff is sitting here with me. He's got his America hat on. He is he's ready to do stuff. So
I'm pissing off everybody outside.
so we're going to it's guaranteed wherever he goes, he pisses somebody off. So.
Your 7-Eleven guy, he got pissed.
No, our 7-Eleven guys know me. I go in there with stuff all the time.
I don't know. He didn't seem very happy with me walking in there like this.
They're from India.
Well,
Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to be covering tonight some different options on how to schedule rallies, and why we think that doing stuff like that would be a better would be a better option for those that are putting their rallies on, and it'd be safer for those who decide to attend. So without further ado, let's get going. So most of you guys that are conservatives, at least most of my friends have gone to rallies across the country. In California, it's obviously a big thing here. Berkeley, even up in Portland, there's been some big ones. Even back in back east, there's been some big ones. There's actually been people that have gotten killed that have attended a rally or two. But the Charlottesville event was kind of the wake-up call as far as how dangerous Antifa or how dangerous these events can get. Now, I've witnessed people in an event in Berkeley that got hit over the head with a bike lock. I got to see the aftermath of that. So, I mean, this was over a year ago. Now, things have escalated a little bit, but they haven't gotten any more dangerous than that. But at the same time, we keep posting and we keep advertising these rallies. It's almost like we're enticing Antifa to come out. Now, some people may like that. They may like the controversy of that and everything else. But there's a lot of people that would love to go to these rallies, and I've talked to a lot of them, but they're always worried that they're going to get injured. And a lot of them are older folks. They can't, deal with stuff on their own. So here's some solutions that I think we should look into. One of the things is creating a phone list. In the 3% movement, in military, everything else, there's what we call OPSEC. Now, last year, this last Easter, I set up an event in Bakersfield, California, which is 5 hours from me, and I kept it on the down low. I spread the message around that we were going to meet, and I had the entire state 3% groups from across the state get together down in Bakersfield. It wasn't advertised anywhere else. It wasn't put out on social media. It was just word of mouth. It was me contacting everybody separately. We had 90 people. When was the last time that you guys have had that any rally, other than maybe back east, when was the last time you had any rally that's had over 100 people? It hasn't been that there hasn't been that many. So what we need to start doing is we need to start upping the numbers. And I think the way that we can do that is by scheduling things to where only the conservative side knows about it. And I'll give you an example, like Google or Facebook. Now, we can advertise that stuff, and you're going to get the media involved and everything else. That's great. But you're also going to risk having other people coming to the event that is going to be, Antifa, the opposition, whatever you want to call them. And, then there's the risk of fights and stuff like that. And, yeah, we can take care of ourselves. But, again, like I said, the people that are out there that are older that want to go to these things, attend these things, they're either scared that they're going to get beat up, get separated, and bad stuff happens. I'll give you an example. There was a group of people that went to San Francisco. It's been about a month or so ago, and there wasn't that many, and they were protesting, or they were actually supporting ICE, and lo and behold, Antifa comes through and rips the glasses off one lady, pepper sprays another. One of the other guys almost got punched square in the face. Luckily, he's seen it coming. And those of you who are watching know who I'm talking about. But that's the kind of stuff that we got to be careful of. Instead of advertising it on Facebook and trying to get as many people as on our side as we can, which is fine, the problem is they also see it. So if we don't show up with the numbers and they do, then we're the ones that are risking, getting injured, getting killed. And if you notice, a lot of times the police don't step in until after something happens. And that's kind of their MO. Would you say so?
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Yes.
What they do is they wait for something to happen. They record the incident, and then they go in and they prosecute or they arrest later.
Yep.
So they don't get involved, and that's pretty obvious in California. Anywhere in Berkeley, anywhere in San Francisco,
Oakland, Richmond,
Yep.
Alameda. Yeah.
They don't do any proactive policing. It's always after the fact. So keep that in mind. Now, what I think we should start doing, and I did a poll on this today, and and I've talked to other people around the state and across the country and everything else, and just kind of got different opinions. And it's looking like if we can keep everything kind of more OPSEC, which for those of you who don't know military, OPSEC means operational security. And if you can keep it on the down low, if we can create phone lists, we can create contact information and spread it around. You have one or two central people. And when we decide to, we need some rally organizers that will talk to one another and that they can disseminate the information via either Telegram, Signal, through emails, things like that. Just the people that's going to come, the ones you share it with, need to understand, don't share this on social media. Don't let it out. Now, you may be wondering why we would do something like that. Well, a couple different reasons. You're going to get your older folks out there. You're going to keep Antifa guessing at what you're doing, and they're never going to know when to show up. They're going to have to be ready to go at a moment's notice. Now, here's what you can do. If you're worried about the media not showing up, 30 minutes prior to your event, call the media. Say, hey, this is going on. We expect Antifa to be there. Guarantee you the media will show up because they want to see the conflict.
Yep.
Whether they're there or not, they're going to still show up. If we show up with 100 people, great. Now, on my poll, I had posted that, it would be kind of a surprise event. Well, it's a surprise to the place that we're going to have it at. It won't be a surprise to the people that are invited to it. That's been somewhat, I think, the confusion is everybody that you want to be there will be notified of it, except for Antifa. Why would that not be a better idea than going and trying to get them to show up and expect a fight? Here's the thing. If you go to, say, Facebook, you go to Google or anything like that, wouldn't it be a better option to be able to go there and actually speak to the people and actually convince them that, hey, look, we're not the aggressors here. We are peaceful. That's what we need to do. We're going to reach more people by showing that we're peaceful than inviting publicly and having Antifa show up and ruin the parade. What do you think?
I totally agree. Yes, it would be a lot better for everybody if we could have a peaceful rally instead of conflict every time. Every time we show up, Antifa shows up, and liberals in general, and they want to fight. Most of the time, conservatives aren't there to fight, but we're trying to prepare ourselves to fight. I feel bad for a lot of the people you see show up in wheelchairs or older. That should concern anybody. That older people are there. Yes, they're Vietnam vets, and yes, they're vets in general. It's really it's a scary thing. They're stuck in a chair, and anything can happen. And we've seen from videos, yes, it can happen to them. I've seen videos where they were attacked, and they can't do anything but sit in their chair.
Yep.
And it's kind of just us. Taking safety concerns, basically. We don't want anybody to get hurt. From our side, especially. Antifa, we couldn't care, but we don't want them there.
Well, there's another option that we can do. Okay. And here's the thing. Anytime Antifa shows up to an event, anytime, I don't care what it is, the reason that they're showing up is so that they get some kind of media coverage. And they know, obviously they're leftists. They know that as soon as they show up, the media is going to flock to them because that's just what they do. And, they claim that they don't want to be doxxed. They don't want their faces out there, everything else. I guarantee you that the sole reason that they're out there doing this crap is so that they make TV. Now, what you can do is you can schedule an event. Okay. You do 2 events. One of them, you post online with everybody knowing that that's not where you're going to be. Okay. Misdirection. You posted, okay, this is where we're going to be. Say you want to do 2 events. Say you're going to do Google, right? You post that publicly, You let them go there, and you go over to Facebook.
Sure.
And then you do vice versa. Do whatever you want to do. The idea would be to get them in a place you're not. And the reason I don't know why we're not doing stuff like this. Joey Gibson did something similar to this in San Francisco. And when he did it wasn't misdirection. He was actually really going to run an event. Gabe Silva was there. And Lindsay, I can't pronounce her last name, but Lindsay was there. They were going to run a rally in San Francisco. And it got to the point where they decided it was too dangerous, so they decided to cancel it. They canceled it. No one showed up. Antifa still showed up, and it made them look like complete idiots because they showed up to fight, and there was no one there to fight. Same thing happened in Berkeley. The next day, nobody showed up. I think that was Amber's event. Nobody shows up except for Joey. Joey and Tiny were the only ones there, and Antifa shows up, and that was the best thing that could have happened. And Joey got beat up a little bit. He ran to the police station. He was safe, but the reason it was the best thing that happened was because the media showed up, and one guy wasn't even working as the media. Frank Somerville, he works in San Francisco as a reporter. Antifa was threatening him, directly threatening him, and he wasn't even working. He didn't have a cameraman or nothing with him. He wanted to seriously talk to these people, and they were threatening him left and right. Get that camera out of my face. Get that phone out of my face.
I remember that.
And he made a statement on that and showed just how bad they were. And I think we're going to have to start doing stuff like that because the more exposure that the Antifa gets, the more they're going to keep doing this.
Sure.
So, every time they show up at an event and there's no one there to fight, now they look like a bunch of masked goons coming out, like the Gestapo. So if we can do things that way and keep everybody safe, I think that's the best way to do it. And then it's a no-brainer. I mean, if you get your 70s, your 60, 70, 80-year-old folks to come out and support your event, why the hell not do it? But a lot of these people fear going to these events because for the exact reason that they're worried about getting beat up.
Exactly.
And, they can't defend themselves. So they have to rely on us to be able to do that for them. I want to make things as safe as possible for anybody that wants to go to these events. What's your input on it?
I totally agree. I think that a lot of the people that didn't want to show up or can't show up or are scared to show up will show up if we can make the events safer. I don't think anybody should be, dissuaded from showing up to an event just because they're concerned with their own safety. I know a lot of people that have done that. They won't go only because they don't know what's going to happen. They fear of, getting hit over the head with a bike lock or, whatever Antifa is going to do. So,
well, here's the thing. Okay. Like I said earlier, we need to get phone lists. We need to get emails. We need to get that kind of stuff together. And I guarantee you, at least in the Bay Area, and I'm not sure what it's like across the rest of the states. Okay. I have 90% of the 3%ers in the state of California. I have their contact info. Either I'm friends with them on Facebook and I can get it, or I already have it. If you look at the rallies in the last 2 years, okay, we know who all goes to these things. You got your MAGA folks, you got your 3%er folks, you got the big mix, and then you got your people that are kind of in between everything else. We know who they are, and so does Antifa. They know who they are. Okay. Why not? Why don't we have a phone list, or why don't we have a contact list somewhere that we can send out stuff completely separate from social media and say, hey, this is where we're going to have a rally, and send them you can make a flyer, just make sure it doesn't end up on social media, and control. Basically, it's going to be kind of controlled as far as that goes. That's what I did whenever I had the 3%er meeting down in Bakersfield. And of course, there's pictures and stuff out there now, but that was a celebration. That was like, listen, we did this. No one bothered us. We got down there. We got to have some serious talks, and it worked out very well. Now I had 90 people, and that was just word of mouth. Okay. I made sure that they understood, listen, the location of this place doesn't get out, and it didn't get out. Unless we wanted it to. It's the same thing that we can do with other people and with the other groups. The thing is anybody that you share the information with, you got to absolutely make sure, listen, don't put this online anywhere. This needs to stay either on Telegram, Signal. Another good one is Proton Mail. 3%er groups use Proton Mail all the time. But it's something I want the people who put these rallies on, I want you to understand that I agree. We need to have rallies, but I think that we need to start scheduling them, or we need to start adjusting how we do it and how we spread the information around.
Just a little more secure.
Well, and safer.
Yeah.
You know, and we know, as well as everybody else knows, we know that we suspect people that are in the groups that may not be in the groups solely for the same reasons we are.
Sure.
So this may be a way of fishing them out. And, you know, if you got somebody that you suspect, don't send them the information. If you got someone you do suspect, send it to them and see what happens. So I'm serious. I mean, there's ways that that you can get around and you can fish out who your
spies
threats
are missed.
Yeah. and you know, to Antifa, this is a freaking game. To us, it's not. It's America. We want to make damn sure that our freedoms are not going to get trampled on.
That's right.
And if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. But you know what? I think it would be, if, you know, wherever we have a rally at, the more chances that you get to talk to the people around the rally, and I'm not talking about the people in the rally, I'm talking about the outsiders, the ones that are going, what the hell's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
The better chance you get to talk to those folks, the more chance that you're going to get them to swing to our side whenever the election time comes.
That is true. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true.
So, you know, that's my thoughts on it. You can agree or disagree. I really don't care. But, you know, here's the way I look at it. Anybody that puts on a rally and doesn't think of the consequences that can happen, you know, you're not doing your due diligence, and you're not doing what I think, you know, just people need to do. And
well, you brought up a good point. We're there supporting America, and those people, the Antifers, they're showing up just to cause trouble, hurt people, you know, make racist claims and what have you.
Well, and here's another good thing, though. Okay, so when Antifa does something, okay, say like this bike lock asshole, right? The guy that smashed the kid overhead with a bike lock that was sitting down,
he was
had his head down.
Professor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy, Eric something or other.
Professor Dickhead.
Yeah, Professor Dickhead. Okay, so this guy smashed the guy in the head with a bike lock, right? A dangerous weapon, could have killed the kid.
Sure.
If you hit him in the back of the neck and the spine, it could have paralyzed him.
Sure.
All kinds of bad shit that went on there. Guess what? He's going to get probation.
Yep.
He's not even going to spend any jail time, real jail time. Okay, hit the guy with a dangerous weapon, should never see the light of day, and he's out running around. Now, if one of us would have done that, we would be seeing the inside of the bars for 10 years.
I don't know. We're pretty smart. We'd probably get away.
I'm just telling you, the way that the conservative side works over here, and you know, we do things legally, we do things right, and obviously the left either has loaded judges, or they got some really good defense lawyers.
We can always play by the same rules they play by. Right?
The problem is there's two different sets of freaking laws.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why don't we play the exact same, you know, way they're playing? You know,
all they got to do is look up our social media accounts, and we're screwed.
I don't know. Well, you know? I don't know why we shouldn't have to worry. We're the kind of people that could literally, you know, end your life from a different area code. What the hell should we worry for?
Yeah, it hasn't quite gotten to that point yet.
No, but I'm just saying, you know, I mean, you know, the lion can only take so much.
Well, you know, eventually the lion's going to bite back.
Exactly, and that's what I'm getting at is we can only remain docile for so long. I mean, there's a point where you literally just put your foot down and say, I'm not taking it anymore. You know, I mean, I don't know. Me personally, I don't know a conservative that can stand there, get punched in the face, and just not do anything back.
I agree. Well, and that's the thing is we wait. We do everything law abiding and everything else. We wait until they make the first move. And in some cases, like this guy with the bike lock, okay,
he did.
He made the first move and he disappeared into the crowd. And that's one reason that they do the black bloc crap is because, you know, they blend in. Nobody can tell who it was. Well, in that instance, 4chan and Poll actually were able to take a look at his eyes. They were able to slow everything down, and they were able to figure out who the guy was. That doesn't happen in every instance.
No, Professor Dickhead.
Yeah, if their face is entirely covered, they're not wearing sunglasses, they're wearing other stuff, you're not going to be able to see who everybody is. So, the best case scenario would be not to even have them and take away their steam, take away their media coverage. Let them go out and destroy Marine recruiting centers.
I don't want them to do that either.
Well, let them do it, because guess who they got on their ass now? They got.
It's just most of the stuff that does happens when we bring it to a liberal city.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Oakland, Berkeley. Well, we are literally a few that are stepping into the lion's den. If they're not really lions, but it's a number game. So they do have the entire city. We're stepping into it with 1,000 people, and they have an entire city backing them up. That's kind of been the issue with Portland, Washington, LA, San Francisco, and so forth. It's literally us going into their, if we can just minimize that, if we want to have our rallies, don't let anybody know, go where they don't know we're going to be there. It is us, though, actually stepping into their circle, their bubble.
Yeah, it's almost like we're wanting the fight.
We're wanting the fight. And granted, a lot of us, we don't mind it whatsoever. We don't care. We'll do it. But you got to also remember, there's a lot of people that want to be there that literally can't fight back, that are in wheelchairs, that are crippled, that have, they want to be there with everything in their soul, but at the same time, they can't be there because they are limited and they can't defend themselves.
Yeah, Chara actually said something that's actually I agree with. Bring them to us. Stop going to them.
That's what I say.
Yeah, bring them to us. Get them on our turf. Get them on our side.
Somehow convince them to meet us all out in Death Valley. No phones. Just bring the best you got. We'll bring the best we got. No cameras. We don't need any of that media. We'll just take care of it out there.
No hose barred. We get away from the cities.
Out in the desert.
No place to hide.
No, just bring your best. We'll bring our best, and we'll see what happens. Why can't we settle it like that? That, to me, is probably the best idea ever.
The only problem is and this the only problem I can see with that is Antifa's also got the gangs on their sides. They've also got Black Lives Matter on their sids. So, for us to be able to do that, our numbers have got to be
wait a minute. In all
matching
fairness,
or higher.
Most people that are black, they know better. That anybody that knows better, anybody that works for a living and understands what is happening in our country, I don't care what color you are, they wouldn't be stupid enough to back up Antifers. I personally, I'm almost guaranteed 100% what I'm saying right there.
Right.
If you understand what's going on, you work for your money and you're part of this country, you would never, ever step foot, go hang out with Antifa and back up, a bunch of communist nuts. So, but yes, I do agree with that. They should we should bring them to us.
That's the thing is we need to, if you've ever seen any of the rallies and stuff like that, most of these big rallies that end up in big blowouts and stuff are in liberal cities.
Yes.
And, you got Portland, you got Berkeley, Oakland,
San Francisco, Richmond,
any of those,
San Jose,
any of those things. Now, I haven't seen too many things, really big things that's happened in like New York City. I'm actually kind of shocked at that. I figured New York would throw down a little different, but I haven't seen anything big. Not saying that they're not having them. It's just that they're not making the news.
I think they're very confused because Trump came from there. So they don't know how to do this. They're like, well, gosh, we really want to hate him, but, he gives us jobs and, he has big buildings and I don't know what to do.
Right.
I think they're very confused. But out here in California, we're not confused. We know exactly what's going on, and it's kind of a mess. Most of the stuff that makes it to the news about Antifa and conservatives is out of California. It's like the hotbed.
Right.
Anytime you hear Antifa showing up somewhere, usually it's Berkeley, Oakland, San Francisco, San Jose.
Well, it's because they live there.
Exactly.
Literally, we're going places.
Right to their house. They literally get to walk out of mom's basement and go outside, and we're there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That they're not having to go very far. you know.
Well, think about the other aspect of it. Okay, if they're living there, if they grew up there, they're in their mom's basement, whatever. They're also going to know their local officials.
Well, here's what I was thinking. What if we set it up in a place like Redding, and we had mother of all rallies right here in California? Well, Redding is not liberal by any means, and it's 4 hours north, but you have the mother of all rallies there. Then, if Antifa wants to come there we are.
Well, they threatened last year that they were going to show up in Sturgis.
Oh God, that's
Sturgis
a
rally.
joke. I think people made that up.
No, I think it's true.
I don't think that's even true.
So, could you imagine Antifa showing up at a Sturgis rally?
Exactly.
That's what we're going to have to start.
That's not even
things.
That would be the stupidest thought anybody could ever come. Sturgis. That's like them saying they're going to go raid Camp Pendleton. Come on. I mean, it's just stupid talk. I think somebody really made that up.
Dude, you know what? Stupid talk is exactly what they do, though. That's the problem. But it's believable. I'll tell you that.
You've never seen Antifers starting shit outside of the city they live in. You see what I'm saying? You never see them going outside their bubble.
Well, when was the last time? Here's the thing, and I want people that are watching to think about this. When was the last time you seen Antifa actually schedule a rally? Okay.
They don't. They go off of what they see on social media.
They go off what we do.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we're chasing the Nazis. That's what they're doing.
Yep. You never see Antifa show up down in Modesto. You never see them show up, in Sacramento. Not for the most part.
Never see them in L.A.
Yeah, they are in L.A.
Well, no, like southern, like San Diego, out by there.
Well, that's because a lot of that's because the MS-13 gangs and stuff like that. They kind of
is that why
run that area. Yeah,
I don't know what the hell.
Well, I mean, they don't want to be caught dead. They don't want to be caught down there.
I don't think gangsters even want to hang out with Antifers.
No, you'd be surprised.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you got to think of their political affiliation. I mean, think about it. I mean, how many? Give you an example. Okay, Trump hates unions. Okay, how many people work in a union? Okay, if they're unionized or whatever. I mean, you could almost say that Antifa's unionized. They're getting paid to show up at these stupid things,
Soros,
right? Yeah. I mean, Soros is funding them.
Random checks.
You got all these other people that are throwing money at them. And, we don't have that same luxury. So, it's one of those things where we're going to have to start playing things smart. We're going to have to start making sure that the people that are with our groups that are older, that are not necessarily able to protect themselves, can still show up and still get their voices heard.
Yes.
And still feel comfortable coming. Yes. And, there are certain events that we can do where they can go out and do that kind of stuff. But we need to start doing a little misdirection on our part, because if we don't do that, if we don't continue, conservatives had this problem where it's the same thing when we elected Trump. Okay, we elect Trump. The next thing you know, we're kind of setting back on our heels and like, okay, our guy won, and now you don't see a whole lot of stuff going on. Well, we're gonna have to keep the pressure on because we want him in there another 4 years. If we can't get him another 4 years, we're screwed. Who's gonna end up being on there?
Charles Shelby, she says, will be because they act and we don't. Good point. I agree.
Well, a lot of it's we get comfortable, and once we get comfortable, we don't do anything, and we're gonna have to stop being comfortable, and we're gonna have to start going out and being proactive. I think
it's because no matter how you slice it, or we have a magnifying glass being pointed at us for everything we do, all the way from how we buy our guns, how do we store our guns, how we live, what we post. I mean, literally, it kind of gets annoying because, the wrong thing on Facebook gets you banned. Literally everything we do is being, magnified. So it is hard to, unless I don't even know how you'd go about getting outside that bubble. I mean, it literally gets stressful. I get banned every month on Facebook just for telling the truth.
You walk into a store and you're the wrong skin color. Guess what happens? Now you're segregated again.
I don't know. I'm white male. I went in with this crap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's gotten to the point now where, the Democrats supposedly used to fight for, human rights and all this other stuff,
yes.
right? And now,
JFK and everything.
and
they were all
now,
about it.
now it's gone completely 180 degrees, and you get ostracized if you're white male.
It's because
all kinds of different stuff.
California is trying to change the demographics into like a socialist utopia. That's what they're kind of pointing in the direction.
Well, and they're going with the younger crowd. If you look at who this
Cozio,
whatever the
what's
hell
her name?
is, I can't even pronounce it.
Alexandria Kaka's something.
Kaka maybe.
Kaka? Yeah.
She's what, 22, 23 years old, and she's going on freaking tour and shit, basically going to these events, which by chance she's actually banned the media from going in there because she doesn't know how to answer any questions.
She's that stupid.
She's retarded. She doesn't know how to answer any questions.
She is that stupid.
And every time she opens her mouth, she makes herself look stupid.
Oh God.
So she's basically Bernie on steroids.
Yes.
I mean, literally Bernie on steroids.
And it's amazing that people would, anybody that took economics or even knows simple freaking math, knows that she has no idea what she's talking about. She's not making any sense. Her statistics are way off. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But it's funny because the younger generation will actually listen to her and take her serious.
I pray to God that she says something that's going to piss Trump off and Trump goes on a Twitter tirade on her, because that's going to be literally the funniest damn thing I've ever seen.
I don't think that he would even waste the time with her.
Well, he does with Maxine Waters all the time.
Well, that's just funny. That anything that big mouth bass opens her mouth about is just a goddamn. It's just blah blah blah. She doesn't know what she's talking about either. But it's funny.
She's more like a big mouth ass than she is a big mouth bass, though.
That's true. That is true.
I hope that Pelosi gets to keep her spot. I hope Maxine Waters gets to keep her spot, because literally the jokes write themselves whenever they're in there.
Yes, they do.
That's why, and it's getting the same way with this young woman who just got in there.
Well, not really, because of people that actually know what's going on. Okay, everybody out there is not stupid, and the reason why I could say that 100% is because everything was against Trump, and here he is. He's the president. So obviously there are some smart people in America that know what's going on. They understand economics. They understand numbers. They understand everything that's going on. And they're not being dissuaded by, the media or the crap or whatever out there. They're smart.
And a lot of things too, like out in the Midwest, not everything's politics for them.
No.
They're out there, if they're farmers, are out there cutting their fields. If they're, they're mechanics or whatever, they're out there doing their jobs. They're not following, a lot of the stuff like we do. We're kind of diehard, at least here in California. We have to watch everything, because when you blink, they ban straws.
Yep.
By the way, Jerry Brown,
we got some.
You can take my straws out of my cold, dead hands.
We got bootleg straws. Huh? We got so many, we don't even know what to do with.
So
you guys need some straws.
That's the mentality. That's the mentality in California. Is every chance you get, they change something so that you stay confused.
Oh no, you hear what they're banning now? So here in California,
sodas, right?
Soda. So no. They're making it mandatory that in any public place that serves drinks, they can only serve your kid either
water or
milk or water.
Yep.
That's it. They don't have another choice. They can't drink Sprite. They can't drink 7-Up. They can't drink anything else. No Shirley Temples. No. Water, milk. That's the new big thing in California. They want to ban your kids being able to have a choice. Now, I do know Nazis started out with something similar, but that's the way it's going now. It's getting ridiculous, guys.
And that's the scary thing too. Is lifelong California residents have allowed this to happen.
Yeah,
I'm not a lifelong resident. I've been here for about 7 years, and even in the 7 years that I've been here, it's gone so far south that it's gone so far north, I should say.
It's just whack.
It's like retarded.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
retarded.
Did we put a 3-year-old in the governorship of California?
I went into Target today to buy a pair of pants, and they actually sell men's-sized onesies. I couldn't believe it. Men's-sized onesies. That's where we're going, guys, with clouds and shit on them, make you look like a Care Bear. They actually sell, I swear to God, go check it out. I couldn't believe it. Man-sized onesies for men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I get one of those for you. One of those for you for Christmas.
I'll wear that shit on here just to prove a point. But
I'll make sure that I cancel that day. The day you come on with a onesie is the day I cancel the show.
well, that it's just, you know what I'm saying. This just California in itself is literally going to shit, and that's why you don't see Trump trying to help it or anything. The only thing we have that can save this state, I believe, is the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
that's it. That is it. I don't see any other help unless we martial law it and start doing stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's about 6:35. I'm gonna start taking callers.
Yeah.
So I want to know your opinion on scheduling rallies, going to events like that, and what your thoughts are on how we need to start doing it. So the number to call in would be 845-241-9930, and dial a 1 after you call in. Again, it's 845-241-9930, and we'll be taking your call. I did want to mention, while I'm waiting for a caller, I did want to mention that the 3% Nation has sent off our first check to the Travis Mills Foundation. I sent that off. It was $1,000, and I actually made contact with them and sent that off. I believe it was Monday. Actually, it was Friday. So, yeah, we're helping as many people as we can. I'm going to be dropping off a check tomorrow to the Sonoma County Vet Connect, and they're wanting to take pictures, want me to meet their president and everything else. So that's another check for another $1,000.
You get a tax write-off?
No, but the people who donated this stuff, the stores and stuff who donated this stuff to the event, they do get a tax write-off.
Oh.
And
good job, guys.
So I want to thank everybody that showed up, that participated, that showed up and helped.
Yeah,
we
were there. Why weren't you? Well, a lot of people were there, but I'm sure we're missing.
We could have used a lot of people.
Yeah, come on, guys. Yeah, even if you're out of state, just come hang out.
It was a good event. We had some stuff donated from people all across the Bay. James Reed donated a hog hunt down south.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the big ticket item. And went for
How
like
much did that go for?
$250.
That's a good one. That's a good deal.
Yeah, and then we had all kinds of different stuff. We had a drone that we auctioned off. We had a live band that was there. It was pretty cool.
Food was hella good.
Food was great.
It was good.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better evening.
Nope.
They had a great sunset. Ryan's kid was out catching
he caught fish right off the dock there. Yeah.
It was just a great weekend, and we appreciate all the help that we got from that, and for all the people who donated, thank you very much. And we're looking at doing this again another 3 or 6 months. So definitely something that we're going to continue
auction
to do.
off my hat.
His hat says "We the People." If you can't
We
see
the people. If you can see it, there it is. It's on there.
Yeah, it says
on the side.
It says "We the People." It's American cowboy hat.
That's it.
So, we got any callers? What's the next month's 3% Nation shirt? I don't know. What do you think? What should I put on the next 3% Nation shirt?
Boobs.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do boobs.
I don't know.
Seriously.
You know what? Maybe we should take a poll, and you guys vote in on what you think should be on the next 3% shirt. What you'd like to see. Throw out some ideas, and maybe we can figure it out. Process of elimination.
That's a possibility. We can do a surprise T-shirt too.
Yeah.
You know, not announce it. We can put a question mark over it. We're going to be doing that. Actually, who we got?
Oh,
someone there?
I don't know.
Someone's calling me from Wisconsin.
All right, let's talk to them.
No.
They have cheese.
We got anybody on the line?
I like cheese.
Let's see. Okay, so to call in, it's 1-845-241-9930.
All right.
Bob, you got to order one. I told you how to do that a while back, buddy. It's on your messenger.
What, the shirt?
Yep. Again, 845-241-9930. Bob, if you can't find it, message Judy Monroe. She can help you out on that.
Figure it out.
But anyway, so, you know, one of the things that I've been trying to come up with, and I need to get some help from people out there, is I want to try and come up with a way, either with people that's got property or something like that. I'd like to see, this is changing gears a little bit, kind of like a secondary boot camp for people who come back that are injured, that have PTSD. Give them like 6 or 8 weeks to recover, and kind of let them hang out in that 6 or 8 weeks. Yeah, get them to be normalized, socialize, get them the help that they need when they come back from overseas or from war-torn area
or wherever. And
this would be open to first responders, firemen, people like that have gone through this kind of stuff. So what I'm looking for, and I want to bring this up to you guys, is I'm looking for somebody that's good with video, because I want to make it as professional as we can. And what I want to do is, I've already got a script written, and I want to get people to read a line off the script, but I want 4 or 5 different people to do it and make it as, tear jerky as we can get it, because that's how you're going to win.
There's a guy that actually made a place, kind of like what you're describing, for vets that came back, but it's an entire house, and it's free BJs.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
that's pretty.
It's in Vegas.
That's pretty innovative, right there. I mean, that's the first place I'd want to go to relax.
I don't remember where I seen it, but I've seen that.
Yeah, you seen that?
Yeah, but I want to try to keep on the serious side here.
I just want to make it funny.
Yeah. Anyway, back to reality. So what I want to do is I want to get it to where eventually what I'd like to see it on both sides of the country, and both north and south. So I think it would be a huge win-win for us. And the people that get treated at these places, it would be a great thing for to even get jobs there, work there as a counselor after they've gone through the program. So, we can keep the vets through. If that's something you'd like to see and you want to participate in a video, I'll have to screen everybody to make sure that they're what we want, but hit me up, message me, and we can see what we can do. But we're taking calls, and we haven't got a caller yet that I've seen.
Oh, somebody will call in.
845-241-9930 is the phone number. Please. Yeah, Carmen, I know mine's different than that one. I know all about Ace's thing. I've already checked it out. It looks good, but I'm actually looking at doing something different. So that's what this country thrives on, is different opinions. So his is a good one, but I want to do something. It's 845-241-9930. Someone give me a call. We've got about 15 minutes.
They just calling to talk?
Well, we're going to talk about the rallies.
Oh, okay.
So, if you got any opinion on what I just said, or scheduling the rallies, please give me a call. Come on, people. I've got almost 40 people watching. I know somebody wants to talk.
Somebody, come on. Just call in. I got an idea. They could just tell us exactly what they would do with a Antifa that they caught and threw in their trunk. Yeah, just an idea of what you would do, if you just happen to find one.
Well, there'd be a lot of duct tape involved. Maybe some zip ties.
Yeah. Hammer. Well, good one. Yeah, hang them from their feet. Yeah.
Gene, send me your idea, your location. I'm interested in hearing it. They're too full from dinner. Maybe. Give us a call, guys. I got about 15 minutes left. The number again is 845-241-9930. Would love to hear from you. Because the longer it takes someone to call in, the more we get to ramble.
Yeah, we do stuff.
we get to keep doing stuff. Christina, give me a call. Come on. You want to talk to me.
Heck yeah.
Chris, why don't you give me a call? Fill us in on what you're doing up in or Crystal, give us a call on what you're doing up in Reading.
Reading.
People would love to hear that.
I love Reading. I go up there every year to Lakehead.
And there is a big rally going up in DC, I think, here soon. The Moore rally. So if you're planning on going to that, I wish you luck. Please stay safe. It's something that you got to take it easy when you go there, because everything there is a federal offense.
I heard there was some kind of Second Amendment open carry rally out of
845-241-9930.
Hurry, quick.
We're running out of things to talk about.
No, we're not. Talk all day. I like to talk about stuff.
We have 2 callers. Okay, who are they?
Oh, cool. We got 2.
Go ahead and put one through, Valerie.
It's a twofer.
It's a twofer.
It's a twofer.
Hello, who we got?
I think you got me.
Yay.
Is this Crystal?
Can you hear me?
I got you. What's going on,
It
Crystal?
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Getting home from work, about to make this dinner up.
So I know you
so
got.
you wanted to know what we have going on up here.
Yeah, I know you got an event coming up, right?
Where I can hear you.
Yeah.
We do. We have teamed up with the local beauty college, who is going to provide free haircuts for all first responders, all victims of the car fire.
Are you on speakerphone?
We are going to be. No, I'm on my Bluetooth. Can you not hear me?
It's cutting in and out.
Hold on. How about now? Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay. Anyway, we are doing the event up here. We are calling it the Car Fire Heartfelt Hair Project.
Cool.
We are going to be offering free haircuts for all first responders, for all victims of the car fire, as well as we are becoming a donation center. So we will be collecting donations, handing out donations for fire victims. We're going to be barbecuing. We'll be down there all day on Sunday the 26th from 9 to 5 at the Shasta School of Cosmetology here in Reading. We have about 20 stylists who have offered up their time, paired up with a bunch of different groups here. State Express, we've got Boots on the Ground Cali, we've got our United Patriots, our zone, so our whole zone will be here, or at least that's what I'm shooting for. Yeah, just gonna have donations are pouring in, so we're just trying to get them out to everybody that needs them. Got about 85% containment on the fire up here.
That's always good to hear.
The good news is, yes, the good news is everything that was evacuated from our fire here has now been repopulated.
Yeah.
So everybody that got a home is able to go home.
Good.
That's going to be the thing, is the rebuild. They're still doing the rebuilding here in Santa Rosa. They're still letting, there's a lot of places that are getting rebuilt, and it takes forever for that to happen.
Yeah, Covey Park's still gone.
My boss is actually still living in a rental.
Wow. And then for anybody who has me on Facebook, my husband and I went and toured some of Keswick area last night, where they literally, the whole town of Keswick got wiped out. It's horrible to watch. It's horrible to see. But this has been a very humbling experience. I have never been firsthand this close with the fire. I know we've had a couple here a while back, but never been involved to this magnitude.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's been another full-time job within itself. So
Well, that's one thing that.
through this event, we're gonna
Go ahead.
go ahead. We're gonna get through this event. We're gonna try and take a couple days, a little bit of time to ourselves and just focus. We're getting ready to move as well, and just got everything coming down all at once. But
Well,
with a smile on my face.
these fires are a complete direct result of Jerry Brown not using the Forestry Service to,
I was just going to say that.
not using the Forestry Service to go out and actually clear cut areas that need it.
Well,
And, a lot of that's him trying to save
Absolutely.
money and trying to spend it on crap like his
bullet
stupid
train. He got $20 billion for a bullet train, but he didn't increase the spending for no planes. And now we're literally begging
Right.
for planes to make it from San Diego to Reading, and they're fighting fires along the entire state. And we don't have the planes. We don't have the money. We don't have nothing. We don't have the firefighters. We got firefighters coming in from other countries to help us. It's a joke. Yeah, but we need $20 billion for a bullet train, and we need to ban soda from the kids.
And straws. Don't forget about those illegal straws.
I got them right here. We got them. We got a couple we could send you.
All right, Crystal, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off here. Thank you for letting us know everything that you're doing up there. Keep up the good work. I got another caller calling in, so keep it up, and I'm proud of you.
You're doing a great job.
You guys have a great night.
You as well.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Valerie. It looks like we got James on the line. Let's go ahead and put James through.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey, what's going on? What's happening?
Oh, not too much. Same old. Hey, just for Crystal, I've got clothes that are going to be heading up north. I'm still waiting for some more collections. They're going to head up towards her, and I hope my buddy Blake from Oregon and the mattress thing work out for all the people up mattresses.
Mm-hmm.
James, I want to thank you for reaching out and doing some of that stuff, man.
Yeah, awesome.
That's all huge.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I spent 5 years with CAL FIRE, and I've been on the fire end of it, and I've seen the devastation and with the stuff that people have to deal with when they come back.
Well, you guys are true heroes.
Pretty sad.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate everything that you're doing. That's one thing with California United Patriots, the group that me and actually James and Crystal we're all with, is when somebody's chips are down, we always try and help out as much as we can. So, if you're looking into getting into a group like that, hit me up and I can get you in. That's one of our things.
And it's amazing how many people step up.
Oh, absolutely.
When something like this happens,
Mm-hmm.
with re-up, it's the amount of people that come out that you typically may not see at other events or whatever. They're all over the place when it comes to donations.
Well, and that's the one thing that's unique with us is we don't give a shit what anyone's political affiliation is.
No.
If you're in trouble, you're in trouble. You need help, we need help.
Sure.
And we're willing to go out there and help you whether you hate us or not. That's who we are. That's what a patriot does. You go out and you offer help whenever somebody can't do it themselves.
Yeah, just do the right thing.
We have some amazing people in our group, and I'm proud to be in this group and proud to do what I can to help lead the people in this group. So, if you want to join into a group like that, hit me up, and we'll see if we can't get you in there. And we like to have barbecues and have fun just like everybody else, but when it's time to get serious, we do what we can to help other people.
Yep. And for your buddy's straws, I went and got my a hunt license and my deer tag today.
Oh, cool.
For Friday.
Nice.
It's about, when you add up the receipt, the hunting license and the deer tag, it's about 3 feet of plastic. It's all printed on freaking plastic.
So in other words, about 60 straws.
Just that.
Yeah, it's about 60 to 100 straws of plastic.
Oh my God.
Well, it's in California.
It's not like the carbon copy. It's not the carbon copy paper one you used to get.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's a big old 3 foot long piece of plastic.
California never claimed that it made any sense.
Oh no, they don't.
They don't. No.
Well, it's something that you get used to seeing stupid crap like this
Every day,
every chance you get. So
remember that straw ban was all because of a 9-year-old did a book report. That's what it came after.
Yeah, they took a friggin' word 9-year-old kid, which seems to be like the only way that the Democrats can get their heads wrapped around anything. They're going after these young kids that have never experienced life in their lives, and they're taking everything that they say to heart.
You know what I should do is I should bring my 10-year-old son. He could come up with some facts.
There you go.
Yeah, and we all have to take that shit serious.
There you go.
He's 10.
Yeah, because he's got so much experience.
This
He's lived his life.
was a little bit off this one's a little bit off topic, but it's kind of leans towards that the way people are kind of looking at the Hollywood left and everything else. That new movie that came out with Kevin Spacey or whatever.
What did it make? 126 bucks?
Like last weekend. $126 opening weekend.
Yes, $126.
Total through the whole weekend was less than $1,000.
That's awesome.
That's perfect.
And
That is
instantly
awesome.
Went and just put it on freaking. Yeah, they
Yep.
instantly turned around and just put it on freaking pay-per-view.
Yep.
Or
Netflix.
whatever. Yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
actually that makes me
Nobody
so happy to hear that, because literally we're
Oh,
putting.
dude, talk about a protest.
You want to protest? We'll shut down
That's a
Hollywood.
protest right
Yeah,
there.
shut down Hollywood. Shut down the Capitol. That's awesome.
And would they spend a couple million, couple of $1 billion, whatever, making that film?
Yeah,
They probably spent
I think
several
it-
million.
Yeah, there was like 150 million or
Something
something
like that.
Yeah, and they lost
Yeah.
their asses, which is awesome.
Well, that's something that we
Yeah.
we conservatives, we have that voice that we can do that with. If we see something out there that we don't agree with, simply just don't go to it. That's one of the best
Exactly.
ways to express your voice that you got. You don't even have to use it; just don't go.
Well, it's the same tactic that the left uses against us. The exact same tactic. We can do the exact same thing back, though. But I think people, just by that number alone, $126, that tells you something. People in this country are getting tired of what they're seeing, what they're hearing. Because that's he got accused of raping some 14-year-old boy, right?
Yeah, or
Well,
molesting or something.
That tells you right there, the rest of the country does not think pedophilia is a good idea.
Well, hold on. I got to backtrack. Okay, like 12 people thought it was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So those 12 people went to the movies and they made $126.
They should have had someone there arresting those assholes.
But America is
And
actually
it was probably the initial screening in Hollywood.
I don't know. I don't even watch movies anymore. I still go on. If I watch anything, I watch old shit. 80s, 90s stuff. I don't even pay attention to what's out there now.
That was
90 seconds.
I don't know if you've seen it, but I watched Silverado last night.
I haven't seen that one. Well, hey James,
With Scott Glenn.
he's good, but I haven't seen that one.
Klein.
I haven't seen that one. My favorite one is
That's an old school western.
my favorite one is
Rambo.
I can't think of the damn name of it. Longmire.
Oh,
Sure he
Longmire.
doesn't.
No, Longmire.
I seen Longmire.
Longmire's good.
Longmire is very good. Well, James, I'm going to get off here. I've got about 30 seconds.
Seconds.
I got about 60 seconds left. So thanks for calling in, brother.
Okay.
Again,
No problem.
keep up the good work, man.
Yep.
Yeah. You guys take care.
All right, buddy.
Take care. All right,
Bye.
there. So there you have it.
America.
I think we need to start, reconsidering how we do some of our rallies, things like that. And, we got some stuff to work on with the veterans.
Yep.
So, if you want to help with the video, by all means, reach out. I want to try and do this on Kickstarter. So it's not going to be politically motivated or anything like that. So it should go through. It should be just fine. So hit me up and we'll see what we can come up with. Other than that, this is Sherman Tank and I am out of here.
All right, guys. Love you.
Take
God
it easy.
bless. Merca.
10 seconds.
America.
Merca. Had to throw that out there. Merca.
Producer. Yeah, copy. Name of Charlie. All right, let's go ahead and get this meeting started. This is Tom Slick, Zone 8, CO, checking in.
Oh, is that something?